Wewelsburg, yeah, this is where it's located. So that means that those rings are probably buried somewhere around within the mountains. There's rings that are bit really, I'll be honest with you, this to me, this whole area here, so this is the Eagle's Nest. This was actually Hitler's like lookout point. This is a very interesting spot, you guys. This is like at the top of a mountain, which borders the, I'm just going to tune into it here so you guys can see, which borders Austria. It sits like at the top, so you have to come up this windy hill to the top of a mountain. I wouldn't be surprised if those rings are buried somewhere around the eagle's nest. But in terms of the grid work clearing, we have to clear these rings, okay, that are buried in the nearby mountain. The picture of this is here. So let me go back to here. This is the location of this at the top of that mountain. This was Hitler's, the eagle's nest. And there's underground tunnels to this, of course, right? I think these underground tunnels lead to the gray bases that I've decoded. And look at this forest. There's like all this like misty gray like mist in the forest, which makes it kind of creepy. But the eagle's nest, yeah, this is like a super significant place. It is a Nazi constructed building erected atop the summit of Kelstein, a rocky outcrop that rises above Obersalzberg near the southeast German town of Berchtesgaden. It was used exclusively by members of the Nazi Party for government and social meetings. It was visited on 14 documented instances by Adolf Hitler. Today it's a tourist site, but it's said that there was a lot of spell casting here. A lot of spell casting at the top of this point. Let me go back to the map with that. Again, why I'm saying if you look at the triangulation here, this is a key point as well. Because according to the future Golden Earth expansion, us coming into the time of the New Age, Germany is supposed to be one of the locations of the Golden Light City. There is supposed to be a Golden Light City in Germany. It's called the Bronze City. And the Bronze City will represent the positive expansion of the fatherland of the masculine energies. This is why I told you in the beginning, this comes back to the masculine energies being healed. Because the Golden Light City Braun, which you can look this up in Loria Dill Toy's work and the I Am America maps, she talks about the Golden Light City of Braun being the expansion of glory and the expansion of masculine strength, rising, basically, rising in purity. And there's a lot of it's glory and achievement, masculine energy and glory and achievement. So the rising of this golden light city is about trusting male energy again. Protectors, protectors versus predators, standing up into their power. And so the eagle's nest, the location of the Braun Light City to emerge, and then all of the intersecting ley lines connecting us to Berlin, where the last World War II wall had fallen. This ley line connecting directly into the Golden Light City and into the eagle's nest. And then you have the Wewelsburg Castle connecting right down and through um, the horizontal ley line of the Golden Light City that's predicted to prophesize to emerge, connecting straight down into the eagle's nest as well. So it's created this triangulation here of these points and these intersections that are crossing. So I would say in terms of activated Stargate location, that this area here next to Munich next to the Stargate Golden Light City emergence, that this would be probably the most heightened Stargate activity in Germany, that is probably within this triangulation here, within this ley line. We tried to do some scoping last night to see what was inside here, but we didn't come across anything like too like significant just according to looking at the map. So I think it's more channeled. There's more like vortex under the ground here connecting into Telos. Um, what was this one here? This one was something significant. Oh, Lake Constance. Yes, Lake Constance. Lake Constance is also very significant for this as well. Lake Constance is a huge lake. A lot of people are doing spiritual and energy healing work at Lake Constance. So I think this is also very significant too. Obviously, it's within ley line, Soul River line distance to the Eagle's Nest, but also to the emergence of the Golden Light City. So this lake is also very important as well. But these two dots here, these are gray facilities and bases. So I think they're very aware. I think the negative ones are very aware of where the organic resources to alleviate through organic planetary ascension in the planet. And so they have a lot of things that are trying to combat this to happen. Let's see, this one is Wagnet, Weiler. I have all of these listed here. Wagner is the Third Reich began to work on the construction. So they installed them. They installed them. This one here, Wagner, they installed this one. This was the Third Reich began to work on the construction of a partially underground bunker factory, code named Weingut. 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 It's Weingut. Weingut. Okay. In the forest known as the Muldorfer Hart, slightly to the west of Muldorf, am in Upper Bavaria. Plans for the bunker called for a massive reinforced concrete barrel vault composed of 12 arc sections under which Messerschmitt Me 262 jet engines would be manufactured in a nine-story factory. Okay, so they're doing something over here with weaponry, probably to hijack Lake Constance, and to keep this area monitored. This is Berg Kristallahut. Berg Kristallahut. I'm not saying these correctly, so let me find that and I'll give you guys the spelling. It's Bergkristall, is a large underground complex covering an area of 75 acres near the town of St. Jorgen in Der Gusen in Austria. Whilst no documentary evidence has survived the war as to the bunker's purpose, it's believed that the Bergestall was an underground factory where they first were building UFO technology. Okay. Um, Building UFO saucers. So yeah, these are gray bases around Lake Constance. Um, and a bunch of them are over here as well. So all of them that are in blue with the black ring around it. Now, if you guys want to go and sign up for my website at IndigoAngel222.com, my next newsletter that I put out, I'm going to put all this information out. So if you guys want this sent to you, I'll probably have that sent out over the next couple days. And obviously this energy update is to be continued. I am going to have to get off now, you guys, because I'm going to be having a meeting here pretty soon. But this is just kind of my first deep dive and insight on it, as so I can get more and more information as to where we're going and like what specifically needs to be done for the remote mission that we work on.